What is up, crypto community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. A lot of really big stuff here and some breaking news about Sam Bankman-Fried. But first off, I just want to remind you of this rumor going around. I covered it in my last video, that the XRP lawsuit could be over December 15th. This is the founder of Cardano. Let me zoom in a bit. He also founded Ethereum. And in this clip, which I'm not going to play, he basically just says there's a rumor going around. There could be a settlement on December 15th. Now, I wouldn't look too much into that, but I thought it was interesting and just wanted to talk about that. The biggest week for Bitcoin of the year. So Bitcoin's currently sitting at 17.2K, and we have this heading coming out from Cointelegraph. All right. Now, if Bitcoin dumps to 10K, XRP most likely is not going to decouple and just moon. XRP and all other cryptos will probably follow Bitcoin down. Now, if something happens with the lawsuit, of course, there could be an exception. But what they say is, while coming every month, the latest CPI print due December 13th, tomorrow, has additional importance for the market. With 2 weeks to go until the end of the year, the chances of a risk asset Santa rally, for instance, now hang in the balance. It's not just the CPI report, which will say inflation. The Federal Reserve's Federal Open Market Committee will decide rate hikes this week, right? So interest rates are going to get an announcement this week, as well as inflation. And the outcome will be basically a higher than expected CPI and more hawkish Fed have the potential to invalidate this rally. So you could think Bitcoin is probably going to dump and crypto will probably follow it if they announce high inflation, high CPI, and a more hawkish Federal Reserve interest rate raise. Now, one guy on Twitter, a famous trader named Profit Blue, he's saying that we're going to see 10K Bitcoin before the start of 2023, which 10K Bitcoin at this point is like another 60% drop. He says Bitcoin is headed to 10K and it will likely bottom out there soon. Pay attention to the details. Commentary on an accompanying chat. Now here's the breaking news, guys. SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, scam Bankman-Fried, the guy behind FTX Exchange, the FTT token, and Alameda Research, has been arrested. This is breaking news, and I'm bringing you this document pretty much 10 minutes, 15 minutes after this broke on Twitter. So if you guys like breaking news, I try and bring it as soon as it comes out. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. On December 12th, 2022, today, the Office of the Attorney General of the Bahamas is announcing the arrest by the Royal Bahamas Police Force of Scam Bankman-Fried, former CTO of FTX. SBF's arrest followed receipt of formal notification from the U.S. that it has filed criminal charges against SBF, and the U.S. is requiring his extradition. All right, so finally, I've been saying for a long time, SBF won't be getting arrested, but it could be a lot of things. He's been doing a lot of interviews. He's been doing a lot of Twitter Spaces recently, and maybe he just slipped up and said a little bit too much. This is coming on the heels of SBF also saying that he's not going to appear before Congress. SBF's lawyers are unwilling to accept the service of a subpoena. Now, a subpoena is when you demand documents by the court of law. How are you denying a subpoena? I'm no legal expert, but it's looking like he might have to follow this subpoena now as he's been arrested. And this could also play a part with it. Look how absurd this is. FTX's inner circle had a secret group chat called Wire Fraud. Members of the inner circle of power at Collapse Cryptocurrency Exchange FTX formed a chat group called Wire Fraud and were using it to send secret info about operations in the lead up to the company's spectacular failure. It is expected that parts of the messages between Mr. Bankman-Fried and his inner circle could be raised in the hearings, especially because the name Wire Fraud was attached to the group. They aren't even trying to hide it. The news that the leaders of the company had a chat group called Wire Fraud hired concerns about the prospect of wrongdoing by Sam Bankman-Fried. And this is coming after Sam Bankman-Fried said last week, "I still do not have access to much of my data, professional or personal," he said before committing to appearing at the U.S. House Committee. So there is a limit of what I'm able to say. He continuously says he doesn't have the details. He doesn't have his data. He's just been dodging. But it's good to see, as of 15 minutes ago, rumors have been confirmed that he has been arrested. Okay. And Jeremy Hogan, if you missed it in the last lawsuit update video, he basically says that because of one of these amicus briefs in the XRP Ripple lawsuit, that it's from Paradigm Operations, that they reviewed 266 legal decisions related to securities violation in their brief. And on page 2, it states that a comprehensive analysis of federal and appellate law reveals that no authority exists to support the SEC's attempt to transmute the Howey analysis of an investment contract transaction into a conclusion about the underlying asset. In every application of Howey where an investment contract was found, there was some identifiable legal relationship. So this is the big thing here. There's no legal relationship, there's no sales agreement between you, me, or any of us in Ripple. The evidence is clear in the Ripple case that there is no ongoing legal relationship between Ripple and the XRP purchasers. There's just none, and the SEC has failed to address that problem. If you guys want to support my video, press a like button. It does a lot for the channel, so thank you in advance for pressing that like button. It's free, and I really do appreciate it. And before I have this great clip of the president of the European Central Bank, also president of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, talking specifically about on-demand liquidity. And if you guys want a free gift this holiday season, sign up with Webull, deposit a penny, and you can get a guaranteed $41 in free stocks. Now you can get up to $15,000 in free stocks, but typically you just get $40 to $300. Sign up, sell the stocks, withdraw them, do whatever you want, but don't miss out on this opportunity. Link is in the video description below. Free $41. I guess it's not technically free, but you're guaranteed $41 for depositing a penny. So now the president of the European Central Bank, one of the big power players in the global financial system, talking about on-demand liquidity. 1 second, my sound output is set to my headphones. Here you go.
Crypto ecosystem, the money market funds experienced acute liquidity strains. You all remember that. This reflected a structural liquidity mismatch at the heart of their operations, with them offering on-demand liquidity to investors while at the same time investing in more illiquid assets. And that is because we must contend with potentially new sources of financial stability risk. For example, one area in which the financial system is adapting to new technologies is in the so-called crypto assets and decentralized finance, DeFi. Crypto assets are exceptionally volatile and pose considerable risks to consumers. Recall, after peaking in November 21, that was just a year ago, the price of Bitcoin fell by almost 75% in 1 year. And only last month, we saw the chaotic, complete collapse of FTX, a crypto asset exchange once valued at $32 billion, and a critical player in that field. While the impact of such episodes has been contained...
People will look back on when XRP is mainstream and think, how did I miss this? But the dots have been laid, the crumbles, the breadcrumbs have made the trail, whatever analogy you want to use. The information's out there. This isn't just anyone talking about on-demand liquidity and how we need new technology to guarantee financial security and transparency. This is the president of the European Central Bank until 2019, and also the ex-president of the International Monetary Fund. She's as powerful as they get, at least the public people. And I think it's big words, what she's saying here. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And I will see you next time.